What's up, guys? It's me again, and as you guys know, I am a trader, and that's what I like to do, and that's what I put my time into. So I was going through YouTube, and a lot of my recommendations are trading related stuff, and I come across this guy, and he brings light to me about this thing called the 20 pip challenge. So basically, the concept is, right, you start with 20 of whatever currency you have, so dollars, pounds, and then you trade. Well, I don't know, you start with 20, and then the idea is, you risk a certain amount to make a certain with 20 pips. So there's this chart where it shows you where you get the amount of lot size you use in order to get the desired profit goal within 20 pips. And then if you keep doing that for 30 trades consecutively, you can turn 20 into 50,000. And that intrigued me. I was like, wow, you can turn literally $20 into 50,000. And I was like, I'm gonna try this challenge. So I've loaded £20 into my trading account, and I learned something actually. In the UK, you only got 1 to 30 leverage, so I'm quite limited with my lot size that I can put on. So I had to put a little bit more than I wanted to. So I've actually got 1,000 in a trading account, but theoretically, £20 is what's in the account. I just have the money there for margin. So I'm going to show you, well, I kind of copied the chart, but I've made it into my own. So basically, I copied, level 1 to level 30, the starting balance, the risk, the profit goals, and, the end balances, right? But what I've added is a minimum risk to reward ratio because I'm not trading exactly 20 pips for every trade, right? I may trade and, have a take profit of 10 pips or maybe 30 pips, not strictly 20 pips. So what I found is that I need to find a risk to reward ratio that will help me get that desired profit goal without having to use strictly 20 pips. So I can hit that profit goal in 10 pips, so or 30 pips, so. So basically, I've got that here, and I got a little formula that tells me exactly what risk to reward ratio I need, and that's good, right? Starting balance 20, and yeah, as you can see, I put -1 because I'm going to show you in a minute that I kind of went a step back. But the idea is, you start with 20, you try get 6, and then you end up with 26, and then since you got 26, you try to get 8, but your maximum risk is 6, which was your previous level's profit goal. So basically, what's happening here is you're only risking as much as what you profited from the previous trade, and this is the beauty of compound, right? Compound interest is literally the eighth wonder of the world. So you may start with 20 and end up with 26, but then after 5 trades, yeah, you're only ending up with 76 quid, right? Not much. Another 5, 276. Not bad. But then when we go all the way down to 30, you somehow end up with 52,000. Like if we look at like trade 15, you only just reach 1,000. And then so yeah, the first 15 trades you make 1,000. The next 15 trades you make 51,000, which is quite insane. So yeah, it's compounding, which is quite cool. And the idea is you're gonna tick off the levels as you go through, and like you have 44, but then because you made 8 from the previous trade, no, you make 10 from the previous trade, you're risking it, and if manage to get a losing trade, you lose 10, you only go back to this level, right? So your starting balance is this much, and then you lose 10, you're back down to 34. So the idea is you win the trades, and if you take a loss, you go back to just one level. You don't completely reset, which is quite good. But the thing with this is it teaches you bad risk management, which is if can harm you in the long run. But yeah, and I've also got a trading journal, and you can see I've already taken 2 trades, but I'm gonna explain them later. So yeah, I had to go back a little bit. Kind of sucks, but go to the charts. Right, so with how I'm approaching this, I'm doing one strategy, one pair, and that's it, right? So the pair I'm trading is GJ, and I am doing, just little scalps here and there. And yeah, basically, we can see it's been trending upwards lately. Go to the hourly, and this is where I do, my analysis and like wait for price to reach a certain area. So if we go all the way back here, I'm gonna show you this trade right here. So as you can see, right, let me turn on execution so you can actually see where I'm actually putting a trade and not. So look at here. It's a good trade actually. I was actually mostly targeting like this because when you were here, I needed only a 1.5 risk to reward to make the desired. So what happened here was, I saw a counter trend line, right, and overall we were bullish. So if I see, bearish structure, I'm just waiting for that break. I got that break, and I did press the buy order. And I told you I learned something that I needed more money than 20 quid in the trading account. Because in the UK, you get 30 to 1 leverage. But only if I had, a 1 to 100 leverage or a 1 to 500 leverage. That trade would have executed. Because I'm in the UK, 1 to 30. So I've added more trading, more money to my trading account. So that was a missed trade. It would have resulted in, going to the next level. But no. So then we go all the way to the next trade. Right here. Right here. No, 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 correction. It was this trade. I don't know what trade that was, but this was a trade I actually pressed, and then I said I didn't have enough funds to, take the trade on. Here is the first trade. The first actual trade because I had enough money. You can see I took a loss. Yeah, I took a loss, and I can yeah. And you can see I cut my loss early, and it wasn't part of my trading plan, right? So I changed my trading plan slightly for this challenge. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna set take profit, I'm gonna set a stop loss, and I'm not gonna do anything until price hits either take profit or stop loss. Here, you know, I saw, bearish movement, you know, high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower lows, right, in an uptrend. So I was like, okay, I just need price to break that structure. Price broke that structure. I entered on this candlestick, right? And low on this candlestick's low, entered on this close, right? And yeah, so then I held the trade, And, I left the desk because I had things to do. I came back and I saw price all the way down here. Price was just down here. I was like, right, I need to exit. So what I do, I manually close it, which isn't part of my trading plan. And it's quite funny because what happens is, well, I close it right there, as you can see, right at the very bottom, and then price goes all the way up to my take profit. Never even hits my stop loss. So I was a bit stupid there, didn't follow my trading plan, and I took a loss because of it. I could have been 2 levels ahead if my first problem, I had enough margin, and my second problem, I followed my trading plan. I would have been 2 levels ahead. But instead, I'm now back 1 level. So I had to create this new level, -1, because, humbling experience. Took a loss on my first trade, first actual trade. So yeah, this would have been a win. But I'll talk you through what I saw here. So basically, if we go to there, yeah. If we go to here, turn off the indicators, boom, right? As you can see, I did take a trade. Trade was down here, and that was, the missed trade. Price moved up from the support. Boom, price breaks above it. And then it retests this area down here as support, right? The previous high. I was like, okay, cool. Go to 5 minute. Structure, boom, done. So I took an entry, right? And if we go back to, yeah, and then we go back to the next trade. So that was a loss, which was my bad on my part. And we go back to the next trade. Price breaks up, and then it does it again. It uses a previous high as support. You know, price was about here. And then that's was like, price was actually up here when I first checked. So I set an alert down here. Price triggered my alert. I open the chart. I look at it. And I was like, okay, cool. It's at support. What am I gonna do? Right, go to the 5 minute. Right, and then I let price develop a little bit. Price was like about here. And yeah, I had a downtrend, which is bear structure against bullish long term. So that was exactly what I'm looking for, and I'm waiting for that break. I actually was sitting by the chart and I saw this candle, like, strong momentum to the upside, break this, structure. I was like, should I enter here? I could have, and it would still been a winning trade, but I decided to wait until price broke the trend line as well as, structure. So price continued, and that's where I marked my, high that I wanted to break, and it did break it. It broke it straight up. I took an entry, 1.35, because again, when you're down here, my minimum risk reward is 1.333. So that's what I did. Profit goal was 4. What happened? In exactly 4 minutes, trade hit my take profit. Just like that. And to be fair, the price continued to keep going up. I could have held it, but when I'm doing this challenge, I'm doing it strictly for the exact profit goal I'm going for. So yeah, that's what price did. Price did that, and as usual, price came up, tested support and pushed on, came back, tested support, pushed on, and I was looking for that 5 minute breaks to actually find my entry. So if we cancel that, I can actually show you where the execution was right there, which is quite good. It shows I entered here and I exit where my take profit is here. Yep, and I exit right. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that trade, but yeah. And then I've got my journal, and not just that actually. If we go to I've got my FX book journal, which I'm gonna put the link down in the description. So it's public, so you guys can check it out. You can see me, put the trades in, put it out, because I may not put another video for another week, but I may be trading in that week, so you can actually keep up to date. So at the moment, I am actually up. I am up £1.20, even though I should technically be zero, but because I cut my losses early, I took a smaller loss than £4. So right, if we go to history, if we can find history, I don't know how to work this, to be honest. There it is. History, yes, I took even though predefined was 4, I took 2.83, and then next trade I profited 4. So overall, I am up. So yeah, um, as you can see, that trade took 4 minutes, and this losing trade took 56 minutes. Even though if I didn't close it earlier, it would have been like an hour and a half, and it would have hit my take profit. Only 2 trades so far, and that's it. But yeah, I'm going to put the link down in the description. It's public, you guys can see it. And we're going to see what we can do with this account, and hopefully get to all 30 levels, which is down to 52,000. But that's the plan here with this, right? And I'm going to document it. It's just a fun challenge to do, right? So yeah, and I get to create a bit of content while doing it. So we're going to see what happens, guys. Peace.